Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely excited because this episode will see us venture to a different planet. We are going to be taking advantage of the Ad Astra mod to the stars. I think that is literally what it means. Oh, close up. I really can't control this when I'm doing in that camera mode. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, Ad Astra. We are going to go to the stars. We are going to venture up into the sky. That dude. Okay, creeper dealt with. Yeah, this beautiful little island here is where we are effectively ruining it with railway and an absolute ton of storage. And this is the unloading station for all of my trains from my various different farms. Yeah, I've shown you this in the previous episode, but I have been busy. I have now integrated my my applied energistics 2 experiences in my workshop, in my lab, with this storage. So we now have digitized mass storage. Let me take you downstairs, excuse me, and we'll take a look. Right underneath our storage area, we have this little area here, which looks a little bit off, actually. I think we may have a power problem, or it may just be the shaders. Nope, we have a power problem. And this is primarily down to the fact that I've been powering all of this with vibration chambers, basically furnaces. So it's not obviously a particularly great way of powering all this high-tech kit, but I've got some serious storage in place. Unfortunately, with the power off, we can't do anything with it. Bit embarrassing. Maybe I should have prepped beforehand. Let me go and get some coal and I'll be right back. Right, we are back in business. I have fired up the furnaces, or the vibration chambers as they're called in AE2. These are powering these energy cells. Basically, well, I would be powering them, but I think they're all going into here, the power. But they should eventually start charging up these batteries effectively. I've also, as you can see here, I've had to use a bit of a janky way because there is probably a better way, and if you do know a better way of getting items out of create vaults or create inventories and into AE2 drives, then please let me know. I'd be very keen to hear, because at the moment just using a chute, chest, and then out of the chest there are behind here, you can see there we have glass cables, which are the simplest of AE2 cables to transport power and items around. So all these drives here are full of things, absolutely loads of stuff in here. The status lights, as I said previously, give you an idea. So that one is completely full, and this one is getting there, and then eventually it will move along to here. But we have plenty of storage capacity. These are the controllers. These effectively are the brains, the CPU of the system, and I've had to increase it from 1 because you can only have 8 devices, and these are 6 straight away. These terminals count as devices, and what else counts as devices? I think that's probably it. But what it means is we have all of these goodies, and if you've not used this mod before, then I would highly recommend it. If you do have a huge variety of different items, it also sorts things. Look, you can change the sort order. You can change the sorting group, the grouping. So you sort by item name, sort by number of items. Bamboo at the moment takes the record because my farm is awesome, probably too awesome. 131,000 bamboo. We've got lots of cobbled limestone through various create digging machines. Yeah, and there's just loads here. You can change the height, you can craft in here. You can also, well, you can't view cells because there aren't any assigned to that. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but this is effectively a way of viewing all the items that are in all of these drives. This is the same over here. I'm not sure why I did 2, but there we go. So we have kind of a big area here. These vaults now are empty. Every time our train unloads, it'll come straight into here. So we have basically all of these months and months of collecting items have all ended up in here. There's more to come. I've got some various other chests scattered around the world, but I mean, you've got basically a superstitious hat. You've got a banana, scarf of invisibility. There's all sorts of stuff that I've just ended up just dumping into chests and forgotten about. So yeah, ME terminal. So I'm pretty happy. I mean, we've got slightly strange ways of doing things. They don't look particularly great, these pipes, and you can actually increase them. You can, I don't think you can with the glass cables, but I think you can get dense cables that you can actually color code, which when we expand this even more and make this a little bit more efficient, this is just my first attempt at a real world network, but I'm sure there are much better ways that I could shape this. But for now, I think that's enough AE2. Let's move on to the thing that I'm most excited about. Back in the beautiful valley up in the mountains, we are at the laboratory, as I'm calling it, where I did a lot of my AE2 experimentation down there. But the difference is we're on top because I have built this thing here. I'm showing off with all my iron. And I have some steps down to the laboratory, but this is where we are going to launch our rocket to the moon, which is the first planet, or the first, not a planet, the first destination on the Ad Astra mod. I think there are 4. I think you can craft 4 different types of rockets, which can get you to increasingly further afield locations in space. And so I've actually done most of the prep since the last episode because, I mean, I spent so much time going through this with you. This is not meant to be a tutorial series at all. This is about just me having fun and sharing that with you guys. So what I've done is I've crafted everything I need to craft, well, most things I need to craft. I've learned a little bit about the mod off camera, and I just wanted to take you briefly through the process. So we have all of these blocks here that are different machines that form part of the process of getting a rocket. And for the rocket you need materials. So first of all, steel ingots in the blast furnace. You put iron ingots in there, I think. Iron ingots in there, and then you come up with it blasts them into steel ingots. You then compress those steel ingots in the compressor, and that will then give you steel plates, a vital component for a rocket. Coal generator, well, I mean, you don't need to be a genius to understand what that does. It basically just powers these machines, and you don't have to power them yourself manually. Once you have basically the materials you need, you also need to fuel the rocket. So you'll remember, for those that have been around a while for this series, way back early on I found some in the ocean, some oil, basically just these oil spurting out of the sea, and this is where you put it. And basically all of those features in the sea are world gen features generated by the Ad Astra mod, and it is crude oil effectively, which you put into here, and it then gives you fuel for your rockets, and you just put buckets in there and you get buckets out here. And I believe have no, I don't. I will need to grab some fuel. No, I put it out there. I'm so prepared that I even forgot where I put it. So that's one thing. So 2 things, sorry. We need the physical things, which are basically steel related things. We need fuel for the rocket from the fuel refinery. And finally, the oxygen loader is something I need to do. So I think this is, oxygen from water. So we need to go and get some water. I mean, it looks like we've got loads, but there's probably only one source there. We need to get some water and pop them in there and get some oxygen. I have also here a NASA workbench, which is a very rockety looking contraption, and it is also, oh, I was just about to say, I need to look up what to put in here, but you can view the recipes here. I'm going to take a guess. I've gone through the advancements. Steel tanks, apparently I haven't got. I thought I had actually created. Yes, I do. There we go. Quest completed. So I have a feeling that all these things here I need to build my rocket. Now, before I look, I'm going to quickly make a guess as to where things go. Can you just... No, yeah, you can shift. You can shift, but it puts it in one place. Maybe there? And there? Ah! Didn't even have to look. So this gives me, because it's a basic steel rocket. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. It gives me a tier 1 rocket, which I'm holding above my head. I don't know how I'm going to fit in there. It will be snug. But we also need to take it up to the landing pad, which is the iron pad I showed you up there. I'm really regretting the choice of a fox here, because this echo with this squeal is proper off-putting. I'm also going to need my helmet, suit, boots and pants, and I'll take my Ad Astra hammer in case there's an emergency hammering needed. And then I think I only need one launch pad. I got this with an advancement, so I've no idea how you craft this. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's quite big. But I think I will go upstairs and get ready for launch. Oh, this is exciting. This is great. I'm sure it won't let you launch unless you've got everything in place. Okay. Oh, perfect. Excellent. So we have our rockets. Let's just stand back and take a look. I mean, I'm sure it will be fine. I mean, it's not a looker as rockets go, but it is the most rockety thing I've ever built in this game. So, I'm in the rocket. I probably, in fact, I won't look it up. I will collect all of my various. Okay, I don't need another launch pad. Thank you very much. Maybe I need to put my spacesuit on. In fact, let's get rid of. I'm going to leave the whoopee cushion on my head because I feel that that's really part of me. I'll take crystal heart. I will get rid of my various other shoes so that I am I look the part. Check me out, looking like an astronaut. I think I'm even going to take my create goggles off. There we go. There you go. Grain the astronaut with a torch for a hand. What's going on there? So, to the moon. Visit the moon. So how do you do that? It just says... Dash is an important ore from the moon that allow you to craft things such as rovers and tier 2 rockets. Cool. Okay. So what else do I need? Do I just go and... Surely I need to fuel the thing up. Let's go and grab some of those fuel buckets. For those Ad Astra experts, I do apologise. I'm just having fun, you know. Sometimes it's better to find these things out for yourself. Work them out rather than look it up on the old Tinterweb. So you're probably getting very frustrated with watching me doing this. But there we go. Right, update from Mission Control. I have noticed that my spacesuit itself has an oxygen level, but it is 0. So I am going to hazard a crazy guess that I need to fill that up from here. The thing that I'm not sure about is how you actually make this thing work. The coal generator should be working, right? It's got energy. Do I need to move it next to the power? Aha! Okay, so that's getting full up with energy. I've lost the water that was in there. Luckily, I think I have a few extra buckets. Right, I'm going to need a lot more. But here I have some water. Right, I'm pretty much, yeah, I'm halfway with the oxygen levels. So let's try filling the suit up now. Here we go. 1,000 oxygen. Good. That's something I wouldn't want to be stuck in space with no oxygen. Okay, that's figured out. I need to clear a little bit of my inventory. Are we ready? Editing Grain should really put some dramatic music on right now as I step towards the rocket, boldly going where no grain has gone before. Right, okay. Are we ready? We need to fuel the rocket somehow. That's one thing I've got to do before I start building up the tension. Ah, right, shift click is what you need to do. Right, yeah, it's full. I'm just going to breathe in the wonderful air of the overworld. Just say my goodbyes. I'm just delaying going into space. Bit nervous. I mean, but what's the worst that can happen? I'll tell you what, nothing bad can happen. It's all sorted. I've got everything in place. I don't know how to launch a rocket. I just realised I've never actually piloted a rocket before. But there you go. You can see me. You can see me. Can I zoom? There we go. That's the face of someone who is thinking, what on earth am I doing? I am not prepared for this. So, shall I try the jump button? Let's see what happens. Here we go. How exciting! What am I doing? Oh, this is awesome! Flight in Minecraft. So far, so good. I don't have to hold the space bar. That's good. Catalogue. Okay, so here we go. So I guess that is probably future potential for the mod, maybe. What do I do? So the Earth. Ah, here we go, Moon. Am I on the moon? Help. What is going on? Am I in rock? Well, on that bombshell, I think it's time to say goodbye. I'm not really sure what happened there. Little bit of a glitch, perhaps. Yeah. At least I'm back home, safe and sound, one life down. It could be worse. I'm still here. I don't have a nose. A very faint nose. Anyway, right, so that's really it. I was planning on perhaps a little bit more from the moon. See you later. Bye. Hey there, it's Editing Grain speaking from Beyond the Grave. So looking back at the replays, I suffocated, so clearly the oxygen in my suit wasn't working. Looking back at some videos and also on YouTube of people doing this and succeeding where I failed, there's kind of like a HUD image of some oxygen tanks. Didn't get that either, so something is not quite right with my suit and the oxygen in it, whether it's the mod pack, whether it's the configuration that I've done myself, whether it's something else, I do not know. But it appears that at the moment I'm going to struggle to get to the moon. As you can see, I got close, but not really close enough. And besides no oxygen, no chance whatsoever. So I'm afraid that is probably going to be it for this series. I'm looking at probably a new world. It will be modded. It will probably be my own mod pack and something that I will retain full control over. And unfortunately, this world is very glitchy now. This save, numerous upgrades that have happened through the mod pack itself, the Prominence mod pack. Unfortunately, yeah, it's just not particularly fun to play anymore. There's a lot of glitches, a lot of problems. So I'm going to call it a day for this series. Hope to see you soon when I start something new. It won't be long, I promise. I'll be back as soon as I can. Right then, take care everyone. Grain out.